Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is August the 16th, 2020. Strong hand, buying over crime. Personal responsibility is the new counterculture. Buy and hold. This game is not rigged. It's the golden age of the 2020s. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Compete, don't complain. Remember that. Apex Predator, we're one day closer to an all-time high. I am offended by selling. Don't FOMO on altcoins. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. Hello, my elite friends. Do you have questions? Do you have questions? I have answers. Type in BitcoinMeister or do a super chat. Make sure you watch yesterday's Beyond Bitcoin show at the backup channel or at disruptmeister.com. Follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, TECHBALT, TechBalt. All right. I'm just going to start out. This guy, I think he's in France. I don't know his name. He tweets out, sometime this weekend, I just got a hold of this tweet. He has the 210,000 block theory dashboard. This dude was in motion. This is the most important chart in Bitcoin, okay? Now, what is a 200? We're going to go over what the 210,000 block theory is. I've talked about it many times. I believe in the theory, all right? You take any point in time and you subtract 210,000 blocks from it, which is roughly 46 months, which is roughly 4 years. And Bitcoin, in terms of the dollar, is worth more. All right. So you take today, you subtract 210,000 blocks, Bitcoin is worth more. So if you, in theory, you go 210,000 blocks into the future, Bitcoin should be worth more in terms of fiat for your fiat freaks. So this dude makes it real easy for you dudes to see. You go to the chart, you can scroll your mouse along the chart on whatever day it is, if it's July the 11th, 2020, July 19th, 2020, and it'll show you the price for that day and 210,000 blocks beforehand, right there. And you can see it right then and there, that any date you pick beforehand, to 210,000 blocks beforehand, it is worth more. It's worth a lot more. I mean, it's amazing how much life can change in 210,000 blocks and how that theory has remained true. So may it continue to remain true. And for all you no coiners out there or people with excuses, this really simplifies it, because people love complicated charts and complicated mathematical formulas. This isn't very complicated, but it's true. You just go back in time, 210,000 blocks, it's worth more. Okay. And again, just stay. I am excited. I believe in the theory. So we go to December, whatever the all-time high was, December 17th, 2017. 210,000 blocks after that is going to be October of 2021. So will it be more than 19,600 that day? Pound that like button, you fiat freaks. But that chart, great. I love people making stuff like that. Okay, that is true in motion right there. And okay, so good job, dude. I copied him on the tweet. Retweet that tweet at TechBalt, people. Retweet that this video is live right now, dude. Spread the word. This is, you don't, and something else I want to say about that chart. All right. I am the first one doing a video about that freaking chart. Okay. This is unique beast information. All right. Elite type of information. You aren't getting it anywhere else. This is insider freaking information. And it's something that everyone can understand. You don't need to be a programmer, complexity worshiping person. No, there it is. That's Bitcoin. Buy and hold. And worry about it in 4 years. 2024 halving. All right. I got your original content here. All right. Now, and speaking about originals and people, share your stuff with me. If you have something important to say, I'll say it. I'll spread the word for you. In the comment section, say something. Crypto Beacon, and I think I shared this before, he said holding over folding. Yes, leave sayings like that in the comment section. And if they're good, I'll repeat them on the show. Now, Chainlink. Oh, God, I almost just vomited. Clearly, if anyone's needed an example of what is the altcoin flavor of the month, there's your altcoin flavor of the month. Now, why I'm yelling about it? Why yell about it? Why be happy about it? Because it teaches you a lesson that it changes from year to year, month to month, whatever. Every month there's a new one. But when that thing sells off, where does the freaking money go? Where does it go? It goes into Bitcoin. So, hey, some of the profits that you freaks, you gamblers are gambling on with the Chainlink, it'll go into Bitcoin. So there's my positive spin on the degenerate gamblers and their new flavor of the month. I see some familiar faces over there talking about some weird stuff in the chat. Let's stay on topic here. All right. And if you got questions, I got answers. I'm in a big rush. I got to go run 8 miles right after this show is done. Now, hey, watch This Week in Bitcoin. Oh, my Lord, was it a great show. Al's Lacrosse made his debut. Adam Hoddleberry and David Bennett were on the show. Pound that like button for them. MicroStrategy's been in the news a lot lately. I just want to say one weird thing about it. Its ticker symbol is MSTR. Is there a ticker symbol that is closer to Meister than MSTR? That's kind of strange. That would be my ticker symbol, MSTR, Meister. MicroStrategy. Hey, that's their ticker symbol. A lot of people are buying it. Why buy it? The people I respect are buying it, whatever. Stocks, gold. Come on, dudes. I'm not old school like that. It's all. If you want exposure to Bitcoin, then you buy the freaking Bitcoin. Not the company that's buying the Bitcoin, but good for that company buying that Bitcoin. All right, so let's talk about some traditional people out there. In the Yaron Brook, everyone knows I watch Yaron Brook. I think I don't agree with him all the time. He doesn't know enough about Bitcoin. So I noticed he had just gone live with a show. It was last night before I did my show. So I left a comment, and I knew it would get attention because it was the first comment left. And I just said, Yaron, you've had issues getting your money from YouTube, and they can discriminate against you. And if you want uncensorable money, I mean, you've given a use case for Bitcoin right here, and you say you clearly don't get Bitcoin that much. Well, here's something you can do with it. Well, he didn't reply, but of course, some of the people over there, and you got to love this type of no coiner. You got to love them. They love the theoretical. So he brings up is Bitcoin real wealth or something like that? Or is it a representation of wealth? The nitpicky, theoretical, university stuff, that's not the real world. And in the theoretical world, you can get into these arguments and think you're really smart because you want a proper definition of what wealth is. But in the real world, let me tell you something. Bitcoin is wealth. Bitcoin makes people rich. I've got experience with that right there. So it reminded me. I didn't after that. After the dude tries to get theoretical, I'm not wasting my time. And it reminded me of a title of a Tizen video. Are you arguing with broke people about making money? Pound that like button. So yes, broke people, it's great that you know the theoretical definitions of what wealth is in the Encyclopedia Britannica or in Webster's. Webster's dictionary, Encyclopedia Britannica is different. Webster's dictionary, but dude, in the real world doesn't care about your theoretical nonsense. All right, I've got a pretty good feeling that you might know the theoretically what wealth is, but in the real world, you're just a poor little no coiner. Pound that like button, and yeah. So I practiced what I preach. I left something there. I didn't get in an argument with the dude. Moved on, but it's just I want to give an example to all you dudes what you experience when you leave comments in the no coiner normie world. You get these dudes. They want to talk about what the definition of wealth is, and Bitcoin isn't true wealth. All right. Bitcoin isn't true wealth. The Winklevi are not wealthy because of Bitcoin. The Tizen is not wealthy because of Bitcoin. It's just my imagination. Now, anyone here is Vinny Langham, who is also wealthy, partially because of Bitcoin. Anyone who went through the last boom bust, and I linked to the Yaron Brook thing, so you can leave comments. Again, don't get into arguments with the no coiners. But you can check out what I'm exactly talking about, this nitpicky theoretical nonsense. Now, anyone who went through the last few boom/bust cycles, crypto cycles, he calls it, Vinny, are probably noticing the early signs of another run. Yeah, this run is likely to be more discriminate and concentrated on key assets that have created value over the past few years and show promise rather than new ones. So I think he's got a point here. Okay, this is going to be a different type of bull run. Bitcoin will do well now, just like last time. So there's a similarity. But last time, everything did well. 6-tier altcoins, 7-tier altcoins, every single ICO. This time around, if you still got that bag of 6-tier and 4th-tier and 3rd-tier altcoins, you're not getting saved, okay? So it's going to be more discriminate that way, indeed. And concentrated on key assets. I think certain altcoins, I think Ethereum is going to do very, very well. But at the same time, the DeFi thing will take the place of the ICO thing, okay? And that's not very discriminate. That's and that's not about creating value either. So some of the DeFi stuff that's going to get pumped up, some of the dudes are saying that, yes, this DeFi stuff has created value. That's why it's going to go up. No, it's because of marketing, I think, a lot of it. So we can argue about that aspect of the next bull run. Do altcoins really create value other than Ethereum? I don't know. I don't think so. So that's why you don't gamble. That's why you bet on the real thing. You don't bet on the real thing. You invest in the real thing, and that is Bitcoin is the real thing. But I do agree about it being more discriminate and being more concentrated on certain assets than last time. It's not going to be every single 6th-tier and 3rd-tier, 9th-tier altcoin going through the roof. You guys that have bags of that stuff, you're not going to get saved necessarily. Probably not. All right. And on that note, why the heck is Ethereum surging? We actually talked about this very briefly on the This Week in Bitcoin show. I linked to an article from, again, people are betting on, people are getting hyped about DeFi and Ethereum 2.0. We've said this a few times, but people are, it's very noticeable. Now, I do want to give a little bit of a warning for people out there that haven't lived through flippening hype. People will predict, it'll get to a point possibly, where people are going to predict that the Ethereum coin market, the Ethereum market capitalization will jump ahead of Bitcoin's. Now, in pure, I want to give you the numbers it would take for that to happen. So just prepare yourself. If you think that one Ethereum, which is now what, 3.5% of a Bitcoin or something like that? I don't know. It's something like that. 3.3% of a Bitcoin. If you think because you got to value your wealth in Bitcoin. If you think that one Ethereum will end up 16.5% of a Bitcoin, 0.165 Bitcoin. If you think that one Ether will equal 0.165 Bitcoin, then it is at that point that the Ethereum market cap will be more. That's what it takes for the Ethereum market cap to be more than Bitcoin's. Okay, so that's in terms of Bitcoin, it would have to just about 5x from where it is today. And hey, Bitcoin is still the next Bitcoin, even if the market cap of Ethereum, there's so many darn Ethereum out there, whatever. It's if the market cap of Ethereum is going to be more than Bitcoin, then great. If that many people are going to hype it up, that doesn't really bother me at all with the coin market cap. There's lots of ways to manipulate the coin market. That's one way of looking at value, but that is what the flippening is based upon. So I just wanted to put that out there, give you a real number. I like what's the darn measurement that I like that Nick Carter always talks about, the value that the last time that the coin moved. I forgot what it's darn called. Okay, doesn't matter. Now, well, speaking about flippening and hype and altcoins, and mainstream crypto coverage here. This is the Cointelegraph. This was thrown out because I do check out Cointelegraph, as you gotta check out everything to just keep up to date. Total Fluff YouTube channel. How to build an optimal crypto portfolio. Top crypto investors explain. And so Ran Muir, Ran, he's been on my show before. I was on the show once. Yeah, So it's getting frothy out there when Rand is talking about how to build a optimal crypto portfolio. His show is not on anymore, is it? I'm pretty sure his show is no longer on CNBC Africa. So now he's telling you how to build an optimal crypto portfolio. You know what the optimal crypto portfolio is? It says it on my freaking shirt. All right, pound that like button now. Crypto, I want to vomit when I hear. But yes, get ready, people. We'll be hearing about crypto portfolios in 2021 and the true value that these altcoins have produced. Hey, so let's talk about growing popularity of Bitcoin. Congressman Tom Emmer is having the first ever crypto town hall on Thursday. I linked to the article below that explains how you can register it. I don't have time to play that game. I give him credit for having the first town hall. It's a campaign event, though, so it's a marketing thing. It's to get attention. It's to get donations, probably. But if people have time, they could bring up like, "Hey, dude, get this clarified. The crypto dividend tax situation, all the ridiculous. Get the IRS to clarify the tax situations to make it real easy, to make it very clear that hey, just make it simple that you have cryptocurrency, you go into the fiat realm. That's when you pay your taxes. All right. If you gotta have to pay taxes, that's so make it easy like that. Tom Emmer, if someone wants to bring that up, but hey, good for him. He is the one dude or the main guy that talks about it amongst all those sociopaths in the United States Congress. And if you're from Minnesota, you've got some very interesting Congress people. He's clearly the best one, much better than that you know who over there. Now, what is also this? Oh yeah, here about DeFi. This is hilarious. Bruce Fenton has a hilarious little clip. He says this short video works to explain DeFi, tokens, staking, farming, and how it all works in a clear manner as possible. It is a joke. It's filled with funny buzzwords. And yes, most of the DeFi and tokens and farming, it's just a bunch of nonsense revolving around buzzwords that really makes no sense at all. And he presents it in a very funny link to below. Jimmy Song had a great tweet. He says altcoins 2013-14, blockchains 2015-16, ICOs 2017-18, and DeFi 2020-21. Bitcoin envy is a permanent human condition. Oh, pound that like button. It's a strong word, but a lot of the dudes, let's boil down envy to all of those entities, all those promoters, whether you be an altcoin promoter, a blockchain promoter, an ICO promoter, a DeFi promoter. So many of those people want to have the next Bitcoin. They're trying to complicate matters, complexity worship, and have the next Bitcoin. It'll keep on happening. If you want to call it Bitcoin envy, yeah, we'll keep on having it. There are always going to be coins are not just coins, but concepts trying to be the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Hey, remember, dudes, it's the welfare dollar, okay? That's what keeps this dollar thing going. Blind unity. Unity is not, it can be a really bad thing. Blind unity is very bad. There is so much blind unity behind compliance in the United States of America right now. So many compliant people that it's all about blind unity. And if you think they're willing, if you're like, oh, they'll discover how lame the dollar is, everyone will give up on the dollar. You think the people that are locking themselves and their children in their houses right now for no apparent reason are all of a sudden going to say, oh, the government, I don't believe in what the government is telling me about my money? No, they're not. They're 80%ers. They're blind, compliant, blind unity, welfare dollar. And they love getting those checks, baby. More and more people are getting, that's their income now. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, the government's giving me months off. I'm getting $1,200 checks. It's all great. Well, it's called the welfare dollar. People always say it's the petrodollar that keeps it alive. No, and this is a concept of mine I haven't talked about for a while. It's the welfare dollar. I should do a show about it. It's not going anywhere, clearly. If 2020 has taught you anything about the dollar, the welfare dollar concept has just gotten stronger. The compliant people in America who don't question anything have just increased. All right, so disintermediation, that term, I love it. Always ask yourselves this, people who try to promote all sorts of, is there a third party? Always ask yourselves this. Is there a middleman? Is there a middleman? That is what you should be asking yourself in this space. Because you shouldn't need a freaking middleman in this darn space. You shouldn't need a middleman. But GBTC, or Grayscale, it's a middleman. It is definitely a middleman. Bitcoin is about disintermediation. Getting rid of the middleman, getting rid of the numerous middlemen. Now, there's definitely entities that have been brought about in the cryptocurrency space. They are middlemen themselves, but they've gotten rid of like 50 other middlemen, so you can give them credit for that. But in the bottom line is always ask yourself: is this why is there? If I'm dealing with Bitcoin, why the heck is there a middleman here? Why did I need this? Why did I need GBTC? Why did I need Grayscale? Now, speaking about that though, traditional finance people are used to middlemen. Okay, they do not ask that question. They do not ask that question: is there a middleman? So lo and behold, Grayscale had that big advertisement campaign, and it might be a coincidence. It might have something to do with it. $217 million they raked in after that, okay? $217 million was thrown at them by people saying, take my money and tell me that I own Bitcoin when I really don't own Bitcoin. What Barry Silbert's got over there, he is in motion. You got to hand it to him. He's got a middleman product. He's the middleman, and people are tossing millions of dollars at it. And more normies found out about it because of the marketing, the advertising campaign that has started. Okay, good. Spend your money. Do your thing. Be a normie and throw money at him. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. You'll be complaining in 2025 when all these dudes who watch my show know about the 210,000 block theory and got into Bitcoin and didn't play around with DeFi and nonsense and this, that, and the other. And I do have a question for all the gamblers out there who still to this day are like, oh, all the altcoins are pumping, and I'm buying this altcoin and I'm just going to flip it later and for more Bitcoin. All right, so you value your wealth in Bitcoin. I get it. I have a question though. These 6th tier and 5th tier altcoins and DeFi tokens, maybe not the DeFi token, but the altcoins, where are you storing them? Do you know how to store them? Do you know how to move them off of an exchange? Do you know how to create a wallet that you control your own private key? Or are you just keeping them on some Chinese exchange somewhere? Honest question. You're going to make all this Bitcoin by keeping your 5th tier altcoin on a Chinese exchange for an indefinite period of time, and then hope they're going to let you get it off. Hope it doesn't get hacked. I mean, it's pure gambling. If you value your wealth in Bitcoin like that, then where you're going to flip it eventually, why not just get into Bitcoin now? Okay. Just saying. All right, 5-digit realm, dude. 5-digit realm. Hey, and a reminder to everybody, September 29th to November 24th, I'm going to be in Salt Lake City. And one Beyond Bitcoin moment type of, first of all, watch the Beyond Bitcoin show, link to below. But between that show, which ended, last night at 2:30 in the morning, and this show, it's now 5:30 in the afternoon, I read an entire book. I read a book called The Parade by Dade Eggers. It's a 179-page book. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, if I read it before I went to sleep and then read it for today, and I completed all 179 pages between shows, it's good exercise for your brain, reading a book. I recommend. I'll do a review of that book and the motorcycle Zen book, which took a lot longer to read. But yes, The Parade by Dade Eggers. Even if you've got a high school kid that needs to do summer reading or whatever, it's a good book for even a 9th grader or 10th grader to be able to. It's easy reading. It's good stuff. It's good, and the ending is good. All right, I'm Adam Meister. The Parade by Dade Eggers. I'm Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the DisruptMeister. Yes, and I've added something to my whole system. Reading fiction. This is something you can always add to your system. And if it involves exercising the brain, I love it. I'm the BitcoinMeister, the DisruptMeister. Yeah, it's really Adam Meister. That's me. Pound that like button. And again, thanks for all the support. And please, the best thing you can do is retweet it and spread the word. I'll be back. You get a new show every day. That's freaking conviction. That's my system. I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye. Thank you.